Hi everyone, this is Tina with Dirt Therapy, and today I am very stylish in my garden wide brimmed hat. It is doing this funky thing, but you know what, I don't care. But today I am so excited because I'm working on a garden for a customer. So I am going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what the befores look like, and then I'll take you through what the after looks like. This is the west side of the house, but as you can see, it's a mostly shade garden. So we're planning on adding some hostas and some heucheras in this section, and I just kind of laid them out so I could get kind of a perspective of what I'm going to be doing. And I've got multiple pots to plant. So we've got, she's got some really unique pieces that she uses as pots in the garden. So I'm going to take you around. I'm going to show you what she has. So she has this beautiful wash tub that she has filled with peonies, and then we're going to come in and we're going to put some clematis at a later time, put some clematis on her bed frame so they can start climbing up, and I think that's going to be really pretty. So as I take you down here, you're going to see a lot more of her yard. We have this green basin that gets full sun that we're going to plant in. She's got a shade place here. I think it gets some morning shade and evening sun. So we're going to just kind of see how this one works. I'm not sure if this one is going to be in full sun later, but I'll do that one last. Got a full sun tub here, and she's got a couple pots down on the lower deck. And then she has her vintage garbage can here. Also full sun. She's also has her tires here that we're gonna revamp them up, spruce them up a little bit. She's got a little pot here and her wash tub and wash basin. I think those are so classy and fun. How fun is that? And then she has 3 tires over in the extended part that right now just has some irises and some weeds. So we're going to take care of those. And then she has 2 hanging baskets here. And I found the perfect plant to put in those too. So there's the other one. And then she has a wagon here. And I really want to try to make that maybe some pollinating plants that maybe hummingbirds would like. And so we've got a lot of places to plant and a lot of potential. So pretty exciting. I want to take you along and show you what the after is. I am moving on to the retaining wall flower bed. It is shady all day, even though this is in the west side of the garden. It is a very nice location, perfect for the heucheras and hostas that I'm going to be planting in this space. Right now, what I'm working on is trying to find a good separation so I can split the hosta into 3 pieces. This isn't the ideal time to do that. However, it is going to be fine with the shady location that it's in. Right now, I am just working on trying to work the soil a little bit. I ran into a few things where the client has some little mini rocks that sit on the top, almost like a pea gravel. And then there is a fabric barrier and some rubber mulch that was down a few inches down into the soil. So there was a few things that I was battling as I was digging and trying to get these plants in. The good news is I was able to take my pruners and cut the liner a little bit so it could make room for the new plants that are going in this section. I am planting the hostas first and then heuchera and then doing the same thing. So it's going to be a hosta, heuchera, hosta, heuchera, hosta in this specific section. So I have 3 hostas and 3 heucheras. Now we are planning on adding some more tomorrow morning. The client really wanted to continue through the whole garden bed here versus stopping at her art. She has many vintage pieces and she had a large fence gate that had some other metal decor on it, and we've decided to relocate that and place it in another location so we can extend the flower bed to make it look very cohesive. So now I'm continuing to work on this hosta and heuchera bed, which ended up taking me the most time of today to get planted. Okay, I finished everything. I'm just going to take you around so you can see a little bit. So my friend already had the peonies in here, so I just planted some impatiens under there. They like the shade, and this is her shade garden area. So I used her sink here to put in geraniums and angelonia and some lemongrass because it's shady and she has complained about mosquitoes. I thought that that would be a good option to put some lemongrass around her garden. I got the heucheras and the hostas planted. And we decided to go a little bit further and take it around. So that part I have to do tomorrow. But I even put little flowers inside her little boots there, her vintage boots. Here is one of the arrangements that is for her front bench. We also have some shady ones that are on her porch, and those ones are a little bit harder to see, but I planted some begonias, some lemongrass, a coleus in here. And then she has another pot in between her benches, which is also just coleus. I'll take you to the front one. And then here is her 2 bed pots in the front. So I've done the pink geraniums, some celosia, angelonia, and the sweet potato vine, and it's going to look so neat when it starts to spill over her rocks. I think that's going to be beautiful. Making our way to her other container by her garage, which is geraniums, a purple fountain grass edition. Okay, now we're going to go see all of the stuff that we did in the back. So this one also has some lemongrass and some celosia in it. The hanging baskets, I couldn't see anything else other than putting lemon coral sedum in there because it's going to get so big and overflow on the sides. They're drought tolerant, and with cocoa liners, it's the best plant to use because you know how cocoa liners are. They do not hold or retain the water like other pots do. So that is the reason why I like to use lemon coral sedum in those containers. I also planted this one with the Proven Winners Jazzberry. We have another one of the lemon coral sedums, and you can see they're really already big already, and it's only May. She had these irises in here already, so I just kind of relocated them just a little bit, just kind of moved them a little bit to fit the salvia, the purple salvia in there. And it is called the Spread King. So it's a salvia, and it's going to be nice and fluffy purple for her. And then lastly, there's the last one. It's also, so trying to keep them very consistent. She does have a lot of deer presence here. In fact, while we were doing her plants, there was a bunch of deer that came through the yard, so I got to see. In her tires, I also moved a little bit of the irises out of the way so we could put some Cat's Pajamas Nepeta in all 4 of the containers. Also have some other Cat's Pajamas here, along with some Angelonia and some lemon coral sedum. And then we have a little bit more Nepeta with lemon coral sedum, Angelonia, and instead of a big amount of the Cat's Pajamas, I put in a bee balm. Also have another of the Proven Winners Jazzberry. Here we have another lemongrass, some celosia and angelonia. Here is, I just put one of these in here because it's going to get really big. This is the Color Blaze Lime Time, and it can handle sun to shade, which is really nice, and it's going to get 18 to 24 inches tall and 12 inches wide, so it's going to fill up the whole thing. I put another one of those Color Blazes here as well. And then lastly, we have come back to the west side of the house, and there is celosia, angelonia, and geraniums. These will be very easy for the client to be able to take care of and not high maintenance. So that is it for our tour today. So that wraps it up for today. I am so happy with all of the plants and how they look. She is going to be able to enjoy these all summer long. They're low maintenance. She's just going to have to make sure that they get watered, and she'll be all set. Well, we've been getting a lot of rain. It'll start getting drier as the summer goes on, so we can only take advantage of the rain for a little while. But thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.